Trading can be risky. There is a risk of loss. The information in this video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all doing very well. In today's video, I am going to use a very good strategy and I will also do a live trade here, and in this I will use the volume indicator, okay? It works very well if we use the SMC concept along with it. Now, many people had doubts. I saw a comment in the comment box asking to explain it in detail. If you really want an SMC series, then please comment in the comment box of this video and drop a yellow heart so that I can start that series very soon, okay? Because those big investors, the whales, they are the ones who use the SMC concept. And if you understand these things, then you can understand how well you can become a player in the market. Okay, so let's start this video here and we will try to decode the volume indicator in detail along with using our price action based technicals. And here I will first go to currency pairs and see what the market movement is in AUD/CHF. And after that, I will take the volume indicator here. Okay, now it's selected here. Now, don't think that the green bars and red bars are showing sellers and buyers. No, it shows the trend, meaning whether the density of sellers is higher or the density of buyers is higher. At a particular time, mostly selling is happening in the market or buying is happening. It shows this. Look, I have set a resistance level on the upper side here with a liquidity grab, meaning considering the wick, and according to where the market is moving, I have set a horizontal level here, okay? Now, how do we enter the trade and how will we know that we can be sure here, like these red bars you see at the bottom? This shows that the trend going on here is a proper trend. Like it's a downtrend now. So that's why I have placed a trade for downward. Look, let me tell you one thing. These bars you see at the bottom, there's a level on the upper side, okay? Now, if the market breaks this level, then a pump comes here for a particular time. It's not like it will always go on. It's for a particular 2 or 3 candles. Because many times it happens that at a particular time, many buyers are active. These bars are formed according to the number of traders, how many traders are entering for a buy here. So their larger green bars will be shown. How many traders are taking trades for a sell? Okay, so in that scenario, the red bars will appear stronger here. So this is how these bars are formed here. I hope you have understood things. And here now, look, the bars are gradually increasing. The red bar. Now, the next one that's formed is a bit larger if you look at the previous red bar, because if you look above as well, a fairly large red candle is forming there. So here the number of traders is higher who are entering for a sell, okay? You'll start to understand things if you really try to grasp them. If you have any doubts or get confused, just watch the video again and listen very carefully to what I'm saying. If you're still unsure after that, please leave a comment letting me know you didn't quite get it, and I'll try to explain it in even more detail in the next video. Look, I don't want to make a very long video. I just want to show you the main concepts because if you're a complete beginner and don't know anything yet, starting from the very basics, then that requires a separate proper video. That could take 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or even an hour. I'm explaining this from a slightly more advanced perspective. I'm assuming you already know about candlesticks, demand zones, supply zones, support and resistance, candlestick psychology, and some patterns. I'm sharing this strategy with you now so you can understand these things. Intermediate traders who've already learned a bit will find this easy to follow. But if you're a beginner wanting to start from scratch, please comment below so I can help you out too, okay? Now I'm going to take a moment to try and find another good opportunity on this chart. If you look here, you'll notice that this chart is currently in a strong downtrend. You can clearly see one thing here. This green candle has engulfed the previous 2 candles. First, I'll draw a rectangle so I can explain it properly. See how this works as an order block, the last selling candle. I'll place a trade here first. Now wait a moment. See, the green candle engulfed the red one, so the market movement could turn bullish from here. You might know the chart pattern where if the previous candles are red and the next green candle is large enough to engulf the red one, then the following candlestick pattern usually turns green. Okay, now what's the target for how long this bullish movement might last? Now, if you look towards the top, there's a lonely candle, or what some call an alone candle. That'll be the target. I'm adjusting this rectangle properly so you can clearly see how far the bullish movement might go. Look, the market will definitely stay bullish from here because of this order block where the movement just started. Its journey is just beginning. Okay, now the market should at least reach the rectangle I placed at the top, and it might even bounce back after tapping it. If it breaks through the rectangle, there might be some consolidation for a while, and if a breakout occurs after that consolidation, the scenario changes completely and the market will likely try to reach the next resistance level. The expiry time here is set to 2 minutes. I'm trying to see if I can make it 1 minute because I usually trade on a 1 minute basis. But let me tell you right now, if you're a beginner, don't trade on a 1 minute basis. Use a 5 minute time frame, okay? And a 5 minute expiry time. That way things stay a bit more stable. If you're a beginner and want to make a profit right from the start, don't trade for just 1 minute, okay? Look, whatever I share with you will be based on my own personal experience because I've been in trading for the last 6 to 7 years. I'll share exactly where I've faced losses and the valuable insights I've gained from those experiences. This content you're getting on YouTube is very premium. If you look at the SMC concept, the Forex courses that people are selling are quite expensive. And I personally saw a Forex course for $500 that only covered the basic SMC concept. If we take that basic course, it costs $500. And if we go for something more advanced, it can go up to $900 or even $1,000. So, what you need to do is learn things very consistently. It's not true that paying for something always guarantees high quality. Not at all. Often, skilled people who enjoy sharing their knowledge post a lot of it right here on YouTube based on their own personal experiences, okay? And that's the case with me. I don't have any paid courses, at least not yet, but if I do in the future, I'll definitely let you know. But as long as I'm sharing information here on YouTube, keep watching consistently because everything has its time. You're getting free knowledge now, but that might not always be the case. So keep following along, and if there's any specific topic you'd like a video on, just let me know in the comments. You have a great opportunity that you can learn. Okay. So, guys, I'm changing the chart here and I'll find a chart with good movement. As I explained the order block and FVG concepts in my previous video, I think I traded based on the order block then and didn't see an FVG. I'll see if an FVG appears here. I've actually made a dedicated video on FVGs, so check that out if you haven't. Now, look, I've placed a rectangle box here where consolidation is happening. Okay. Multiple rejections are forming a pattern here. At the upper level of this box, the market is repeatedly getting rejected and turning bearish. Looking back, the market has consolidated quite a bit in this area. I'll try to place a rectangle box here to make things clearer for you, okay? Now, you can see here as well that the market has repeatedly consolidated within this upper zone. The market has fluctuated in this zone many times, okay? Now, look, there's a breakout from the rectangle box, and the resistance level is quite a bit higher. If we look at the volume indicator at the bottom, it's also pumping. But the next green candle is a bit smaller, so we don't have a clear confirmation trade yet. The volume is telling us one thing while the price action suggests something else. In situations where there's this much confusion, it's best to avoid trading, okay? You should only place a trade when the market aligns with your mindset. That's how you secure a good profit, okay? This is how we develop our strategies. You've probably heard that everyone has their own personal strategy that works specifically for them. If we try to use it, it might not work for us because everyone has a different mindset and how each person views a strategy varies. So, guys, I've placed a downward trade here. First, try to look at the top side. I'll place a rectangle box here and I'll position this rectangle box at the top. See, as high as the price went, that green candle has a wick on the upper side. I've drawn it like this, and this zone has now become a consolidation zone. Now, if you look at the top, the market rejected that level. Then it turned bearish, okay? And previously, there's a wick on the upper side of a red candle, so it grabbed that liquidity, after which the market came down. This gives us the assurance that the market movement from here could remain downward. Often the market drops but doesn't grab the liquidity at the previous high. If it doesn't grab liquidity at the previous high price, we can't be certain. We might see fake breakouts there. That's why identifying fake breakouts is so important. Those are the main points. If you have any doubts, just let me know and I'll explain things in the next video. Also, if we look at the volume here, the moving average line, these red and green bars are formed, and there's a moving average line above them. See, that's also bending downwards. If you look ahead, it shows the market movement is starting to turn a bit bearish now. And here, traders are showing less interest in buying or selling, which is why consolidation is happening here and the market is moving sideways. Okay? Now, liquidity is higher when many buyers are active in the market. It doesn't matter if they're trading to sell or to buy, they just need to be active. The volume is created based on that activity. Okay, so traders aren't very active right now, which is causing this consolidation. In a sideways consolidating market, you should avoid trades until you get a solid breakout. Now, look, I've placed a trade here and a red candle has formed, and the market has broken out of this rectangle box. Since this breakout occurred, the market movement could be bearish. And for how long? Until the market reaches a good support level. See, sometimes we use indicators and price action, but we don't trade based solely on the indicator because confirming with both can take a lot of time. If it does get confirmed, it'll be a great trade. But if we focus on just one thing, like if we're trading based on volume, we only look at volume. If we're using price action based technicals, we only look at that. That's how we improve our focus. If we try to look at everything at once, we won't understand anything, okay? Anyway, I'll be bringing more upcoming videos on mindset, candlestick psychology, and market structure. All you need to do is comment in the comment box and be sure to like the video. Okay, I need some inspiration to keep making these videos for you. So, guys, see you in the next video. Until then, thank you.